Yo, I don't care what nobody says, bro. I think crypto is a scam. Now, Bitcoin did go up yesterday because Trump made an announcement. But who wants to be sitting around waiting for an announcement to happen for you to get your money? I bought crypto, and it's the definition of being a bag holder. You're sitting around waiting for some. It's no technical analysis. It's all fundamental. You're sitting around waiting for some news to happen. You're waiting for Trump to say something. You're waiting for some good news for a reaction. But when there's no reaction, you're just sitting on your thumbs with your money tied up. I don't believe in having my money tied up anymore. I think crypto is for lazy people who don't want to learn how to trade and they just want to win the lottery. They think they're just going to put some money in some account, then they're going to come back a year later and be rich. And that could have happened. That happened with people if you got in early with certain projects, certain coins that are legitimate. But there's so much bullshit, and this is what I'm talking about. Crypto is a scam. I'm talking about the majority of the bullshit that I'm seeing now is a scam. And I want to go into this story of the old man who got, it says his life savings, he got scammed. But when you learn how to trade, you can get in and get out. You could risk a small amount or a fixed amount, and you can make your money that day and be out the market. You don't have to have 20,000 or 100,000 or your whole life savings tied up in some shit. You could risk $200, and then if the price goes up or goes down, you can make your money. You could take your money and you could leave for the day. You don't gotta have your money all tied up in some fucking crypto, or I got Shiba coin, and I got I got $10,000 worth of Ethereum or whatever the fuck. You like why? I like having cash. Cash is king. Like, you can't do nothing with none of them fucking coins you show people in your Coinbase. What, you can't do nothing with that shit. It's just something to show people. And I've been there. And I traded all of that shit. And it's fucking bullshit. The only thing you need to be, if you want to be making money and investing, you need to be buying stocks, futures, trading Forex, trading options. Options, it obviously, when people, I see people talking about crypto, I'm like, oh, you don't know about options, do you? Because if you knew about options, you'd be talking about no fucking crypto. I mean, let me just go to the video. I mean, Bitcoin was gonna have to go up to fucking 240,000 to making 100x on the people who bought at the top. That's crazy. You know how, man, let's go to this story.
Imagine investing all your retirement money and having it disappear. That's what Joe White said happened to him after he put his savings in a crypto platform. Now, a state financial watchdog agency said the company where Joe and thousands of others invested wasn't licensed to operate in California at the time.
It's incredibly powerful.
Joe White spent a long career working for several startups.
I think it's over 10 startups I worked at, and then it's like a numbers game, and then finally I got a good exit.
He used the money he earned to invest and plan for retirement.
So I learned about NEXO from Reddit, and then a coworker introduced me to them.
It's a digital platform for crypto that advertises it helps users grow your wealth. Joe thought the money would be safe in what NEXO called a crypto credit line. With crypto-backed credit lines, borrowers can take out loans backed by their crypto instead of selling it off. You can then repay whenever you want in any amount and at your own pace. In 2021, Joe said he transferred his crypto investments to NEXO, which operates several entities. It says on its website the credit line can be used as part of a longer-term strategy. Joe said he put his life savings into NEXO. He showed me at least one bank wire transfer to NEXO in the amount of $1 million. He doesn't have records of all his transactions, and that became part of the problem. Joe said he would occasionally withdraw money for normal living expenses, but by 2023, he said he lost nearly all the money he put in. He said the investment was something a lot more volatile than he realized. Essentially, if the crypto's value dropped below a certain level, NEXO could liquidate it. That's what Joe said happened with his account. He has an active, open complaint with California's Department of Financial Protection and Innovation alleging this.
Right, so think about if you have a home equity line and the value of your house drops due to market conditions, you don't expect to lose your house. right? But that's what happened is that the market dropped, which happens. It goes up and down, but I didn't know I was subject to that, so I didn't think about it being a problem.
He didn't realize liquidation could be one of the outcomes. Joe said he reported what happened to him to numerous agencies, including the DFPI, the District Attorney's Office, and the Federal Trade Commission. The DFPI found NEXO Capital violated state laws, including offering crypto-backed loans and services without a valid license here in California. In January, it issued this consent order, an agreement with the company. It said the company conducted unlicensed finance lending activity. The DFPI wrote NEXO violated the law by contracting for and originating loans with 5,456 California residents without the proper license between 2018 and 2022. If the market value of the crypto collateral drops, the DFPI said NEXO Capital could automatically liquidate it. The order doesn't name specific investors, but Joe said what it describes is what happened to him.
How have you been able to deal with the situation over the past few years?
It's been incredibly hard. For a long time, I dealt with it myself. Only recently to ask my sister to help me because it was just too much. And after 3 years, it literally almost killed me.
Joe showed me a screenshot from his account. November 2021, his portfolio balance grew to as much as $6 million. Now he said he has nothing besides his family, his sister with him for support during our interview.
I can't care for my parents like I want to. So my daughter's been lending me money to help pay for my parents. So it's just been really tough.
The DFPI fined NEXO $500,000. According to the consent order, the company neither admits nor denies the findings. A NEXO spokesperson said the consent order relates to legacy issues from an earlier phase of the business in 2022 and was resolved through a settlement. After resolving this, NEXO is keeping its California license. I also asked about Joe's situation. The spokesperson told me detailed risk disclosures are presented across all product offerings and client-facing materials. She also said the credit line product is not currently available in California, but that it does include clear guidance about the risks. Joe's biggest obstacle to recovering any money is that he can't access his records from the company. NEXO has several entities worldwide. Joe said that makes it confusing to investors. When trying to get his financial records, he discovered NEXO Capital is based in the Cayman Islands. NEXO's financial products have faced regulatory action across the country. The SEC also took action against the company. In 2023, NEXO agreed to pay $22.5 million in penalties to settle the charges of failing to register one of its crypto products, bypassing essential disclosure requirements designed to protect investors.
Anything can happen when things aren't fully regulated or they're newer trends.
I spoke with Ashley Russo, a wealth management advisor. She said people need to proceed with caution when getting into crypto, especially for retirement.
Crypto is associated with volatility, right? With it being a newer asset in the marketplace. So do we want to put something that we need to depend on, something we need to know is there? Do we want to take on that level of risk?
Joe doesn't know if he'll ever see his money again.
As difficult as it is for you, why did you feel it was important to share your story with everyone?
The company that I'm dealing with has structured their operations in a way to make it very hard when something goes wrong. The takeaways here are be careful.
And NEXO has been around since 2018. According to its website, it has processed more than $430 billion.
Yeah, that's horrible. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Some old man trying to be hip, investing $1 million in some fucking bullshit. You putting $1 million into that bullshit? Oh my gosh, like he was up 6 million and he didn't sell. That's greed also. He thought, what do you think he was going to make of it? And that's what happens. You be sitting around with the crypto, and when it does finally go up, you be debating if you should sell it or not. You be up 100, 200%, and then you'll just be looking at it, and then you'll wake up the next day and it'll be all gone. And it's the worst thing in the world, man. I did crypto, and it was sad because I was only buying crypto. I didn't know how to sell crypto. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you don't need to be getting involved with it. if you don't know how to sell it. And selling is when, if the price goes down, you can make money. You don't just make money if the price goes up. And that's you can't do that on most platforms. They only let you buy crypto. I heard there's some new platforms that you could sell crypto, but why would I want to trade that? Why would I want to trade something that's based all around news and fundamentals when I could actually trade gold? When I could take $100, $150, and I could trade gold on the Forex market. Why would I want to trade crypto? Why would I want to buy crypto? It just doesn't make any sense. There's so many good companies that you could buy that's verified. That's not going to go to shit tomorrow. And everybody wants to get in on something new because they want to make that money, but you're better off buying options. You're better off buying options than playing with crypto. You can make crazy 10Xs. You can make, with options, it won't take you a year to get 100%. I've gotten 100%, 200% every other day just trading the S&P. And it's just really, crypto is almost for I hate to say it. I mean, I know people are making money in the crypto market, but for the most part, most people that are into crypto, they're ignorant to a lot of the different trading strategies and things that they can do to be making money. Cause that shit is horrible. That someone will put $1 million into something and it just fucking disappears. And I've been in situations like that where I lost money trading crypto. Getting in pump and dump scams. Then they started doing all that swap where you got to get on those swap apps and you'll buy a coin and it just goes to shit the same minute you bought. Like, I've seen it all. And I choose not to be involved with that anymore. I think if you want to make some money, I don't think you should leave your money in the market. I don't think you should leave your money if you want to make money off of something, make trades. If you want to buy, I just believe in trading now. I don't really believe in holding these assets. And it's cool to have a portfolio after you accumulate a certain amount of money, but I'd rather have my money than a bunch of stocks, because stocks go up and down. And in some scenarios, if you're able to hold stocks for years, 10, 5 years, a lot of times you can make big returns. But I'm seeing people make those same type of returns as day traders. So why am I sitting around crossing my fingers hoping Nvidia goes up to $500, like in the next year, and that would just be 100%. When I could have just took, a couple $100, $300, and made 100% on a $300. And I did that, 100 times throughout the year versus me just waiting all year for Bitcoin to go back up. It's fucking retarded to me. It's stupid. It's stupid. I'm not sitting on no crypto. I'm not sitting on no stocks. I'm not sitting on no crypto. It's all about trading and making an income from trading for me right now. I held stocks, but it's all about being cash heavy. If you ask me, it's all about having that cash and being liquid as possible. And there are opportunities where you can buy and hold certain assets, but that's why having cash is great, because you'll always be able to jump into good opportunities when they present themselves. But when you got your money tied up in all this shit and you gotta sell when one stock may be down, and now your money is down. You're only getting 80% of your money or 50% of your money. It's like, fuck that. I could hold my own money and fuck it up. But and then there's times where you see there's opportunities and you can't buy because your money is tied up in all these fucking shit companies and shit coins. It's a fucking trap. I'm not falling for it.